Live coverage starting soon. It's time for Pollock Broadcasting's live coverage of the Bootheel Conference Basketball Tournament from Senath Hornersville High School. Title sponsors for our broadcast include Baker Implement Company, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, NEA Baptist Hospital, and Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Tournament sponsors include the City of Hayti, Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Pemiscot County Special School District, the City of Caruthersville, District 150 State Representative Cameron Bunting Parker, the Bank of Missouri, South Pemiscot R5 School District, Southern Bank, JP Ford Nissan in Blytheville, First State Bank and Trust, Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Director Danny Glass, District 2 Pemiscot County Commissioner Bon Meredith, Hill Electric in Caruthersville, Pemiscot County Prosecuting Attorney Steve Horton, and by Vicerion Grain. Team sponsors include the City of Steele, the City of Portageville, Ellington Insurance Company, McDonald's, the Campbell School District, Farmers Union Gin, Nutrient Ag Solutions in Senath, Four-Way Gin, Moss Electric, Senath State Bank, the Senath Hornersville Schools, and by Sonic Drive-In. And now, live coverage from the Bootheel Conference Basketball Tournament from Senath Hornersville High School.
And welcome back, sports fans, to our coverage of the Bootheel Conference Tournament here from Senath Hornersville High School in Senath, Missouri. Paul Glass with you for our final game of the night, which is still a few minutes out, is our JV game. Our final JV game of the day is finishing up right in front of our final varsity game for you. Perry Jones had the call for our two previous varsity games in between the other games that have been played. It has been a full day of basketball here at Senath Hornersville High School in this Bootheel Conference Tournament. It's all three brackets playing today, starting with the girls at 9 o'clock this morning. They played all their games consecutively, and then it's been JV, varsity, flip-flopping back and forth up until this point. Our final game was supposed to start at 7 o'clock, so if you're looking at your clock right now, that was 50 minutes ago, and we're not there yet. So it's going to get started probably about 8:15 now, maybe the way it looks. So we'll take a pregame break here, and we will run down all the other matchups that have already taken place today in all those different brackets and tell you a little bit about our game coming up for our nightcap in the varsity bracket. And it is going to be South Pemiscot, the 4 seed, taking on 5 seed Caruthersville. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about that after this.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suits, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suits, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation, an expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Call Jay Ward or Jack Giles in Portageville at 573-379-3461.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics the same way we've supported our customers and the community for 85 years. Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the basket.
Catchy word. Items including hot foods, sandwiches, and grocery items, plus a complete stock of beverages. Carmack is just off the interstate and is your source for Shell gas and diesel fuel. Never mind the time of day or night, because Carmack Shell and Convenience Store is always open and conveniently located right off I-55 at Exit 1. Look for the giant American flag. Carmack, one of your high school sports boosters.
The Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center can provide the training you need for an entry-level position in today's advanced technical career fields. They'll help you get ahead with classes in automotive technology, ag building structures and construction trades, restaurant management, health occupations, industrial electronics, plus welding technology. All programs are backed by on-campus support and testing services. For information, call 359-2601 and get on the road to success with Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center. Call 359-2601.
On it whenever.
All right. Welcome back once again to Senath Hornersville High School in Senath, Missouri. We do want to thank them for their gracious hospitality, as they always take good care of us here. Every tournament we do here, so we always love coming to Senath Hornersville. 15 seconds left in our final JV game of the day. So we're trying to finish it out. Caruthersville leading Portageville 34-23. And the final seconds of this game. They're just trying to finish it out here. Taking a look at the brackets from today. Again, this tournament started today at 9 o'clock this morning in the girls' bracket. It was 2-seed Malden against 7-seed South Pemiscot. 2-seed Malden moving on with the victory there. Then at 10:15, 6-seed Holcomb with an upset over 3-seed Campbell in the girls' bracket. So 2-seed Malden and 6-seed Holcomb will battle each other on Monday. Talk about that in just a moment. And then it was 4-seed Haytide taking on 5-seed Senath Hornersville at 11:30 today. And Haytide, the victory there. Portageville with a bye is the number 1 seed. They will take on 4-seed Haytide on Monday at 5 o'clock in the next round in the girls' bracket. And Holcomb, the 6th seed, will take on Malden, the 2 seed, at 6:30 on Tuesday. In the JV boys bracket, at 12:45 today, 2-seed Haytide knocked off 7-seed Campbell. 64-9, the final score in that one. So Haytide moving on as the 2 seed into the next round. Then 4-seed Malden and 5-seed Senath Hornersville battled it out in a very good game. Senath Hornersville coming away with the victory there and advancing to the next round. 1-seed South Pem got a bye as a 1 seed. So 1-seed South Pem taking on 5-seed Senath Hornersville. That's on Tuesday at 3:30 in the boys JV bracket. And then 2-seed Haytide will take on the winner of this matchup here, which looks like Caruthersville is going to advance and take on Haytide in the next round. So we'll go ahead and mark it down. 3-seed Caruthersville, 2-seed Haytide. Look at that, another battle of the Bootheel, but going to be in Senath this time. That'll take place at 4:45 on Tuesday. Then in the boys varsity bracket, first game of the day took place at 2 o'clock this afternoon with Perry Jones having the call there. Senath Hornersville, the 3 seed, knocking off 6-seed Campbell, 62-54, the final score there. So 3 seeds, Senath Hornersville moving on, taking on 2-seed Malden as Malden knocked off Portageville, 74-63. So the 2 and 3 seed will battle it out on Tuesday, right after the 1 and 4 or 5 seed. So it'll be 1-seed Haytide with a bye today, taking on either 4-seed South Pemiscot or 5-seed Caruthersville, which we will decide here in just a few moments. Those games on Tuesday will be at 6 o'clock and 7:15, respectively. 1-seed Haytide taking on the winner of our next matchup. And then 2-seed Malden and 3-seed Senath Hornersville taking place at 7:15 on Tuesday. We will have the varsity boys games on Tuesday for you right here on our Pollock Broadcasting Group stations and our streaming platforms as well. Then Championship Day. That'll come up next Thursday. We'll have all three of those games for you. The girls' championship game, the JV boys' championship game taking place at 4:30 on Thursday. Then the girls' championship at 6 o'clock and the varsity boys taking place at 7:30 on Thursday. We're going to take a pregame break here from our final game of the day for you, and we'll come back and look at this matchup a little more in depth right after this.
The city of Hayti supports the Hayti Indians, and they're glad to help sponsor Indian sports on this Pollock Broadcasting station. Mayor Lisa Green, Mayor Pro Tem Wendell Lockridge, Alderman Paul Sheckle, Derek Jackson, and Rick Hall, along with City Clerk Carla J. Laws, City Marshal David Macklin, and all city employees, congratulate the coaches, players, and fans of the Hayti Indians and encourage you to attend the games. Good luck, Indians, from the city of Hayti.
Hill Electric and HVAC has been serving Pemiscot and adjoining counties for many years and is proud to offer the complete line of Trane heating and air conditioning products for home and commercial use. Hill Electric and HVAC is also your dealer of Generac generators for those times when the power goes off, with the service and parts to keep everything running smoothly. It's Hill Electric and HVAC, a Caruthersville Tiger booster. Good luck, Tigers, from Hill Electric and HVAC, 1501 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, 333-4364.
Pemiscot County Prosecuting Attorney Steve Horton is seeking re-election in the August 4th Republican primary. Steve Horton joined the office as assistant prosecutor in 2018 and was formally elected prosecuting attorney in 2022. His wife, Lisa, is the daughter of Raymond and Ann Tanner of Wardell. If re-elected, Steve Horton will continue working to uphold the law and serve all the citizens. On August 4th, please re-elect Steve Horton, your Pemiscot County Prosecuting Attorney. Steve Horton, no politics, just the law. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Steve Horton, Raymond Tanner, treasurer.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Good luck to the South Pemiscot Bulldogs from the South Pemiscot R5 School District. Superintendent Glenn Carter, Board President Lance Crawford, Vice President Nojai McDaniel, Treasurer David Green, and Board members Stephen Stubblefield, Jessica Carr, Dustin Crawford, and Carrie Reinhardt join in sending their best wishes. Go Bulldogs from the students, faculty, staff, and administration at the South Pemiscot R5 School District in Steele, Missouri.
Viserion Grain is now in Caruthersville. Located on the riverfront in downtown Caruthersville, Viserion is a global agricultural merchant and is ready to take your rice, soybeans, corn, and wheat. Give Viserion a call today in Caruthersville at 333-4121. That's 333-4121. Viserion Grain, LLC in Caruthersville, connecting local producers to the world.
As your District 2 Pemiscot County Commissioner, Bon Meredith is keenly aware of the importance of education, not just in the classroom, but on the athletic field as well. By participating in high school sports, our student athletes learn how to be fit, how to win, and how to practice the principles of good sportsmanship. Commissioner Bon Meredith is proud of these young people and the great job they're doing in representing their schools. Best wishes and good luck to all area teams from your District 2 Pemiscot County Commissioner, the Honorable Bon Meredith of Caruthersville.
And welcome back once again to Senath Hornersville High School here in Senath, Missouri. Again, we cannot thank them enough for their gracious hospitality every time we come down to Senath. Love coming to any kind of tournament or ball game here because they always take good care of us, as they take good care of everybody that comes here. Not just us, they take good care of everybody that comes here. All guys with you on the call for our final game of day one here in the Bootheel Conference Tournament. What a long day it has been for some. I think Perry told me earlier that Chris McLean, the AD, got here at 7:30 this morning, and he is still here making sure everything is flowing smoothly. So long day for him, as our 7 o'clock nightcap is now getting underway, probably about 8:10. So we'll finish up maybe around 9:30 or so, hopefully get out of here by 10, and that way Chris can get out here and get a good night's sleep maybe. Because he has been here all day. We've seen him just about everywhere you walk in this place as well. So he's not just hanging out in one spot. He is everywhere. Again, our final game of the day for you. 4th seed South Pemiscot taking on 5 seed Caruthersville. Looking at the tape in this one, the Tigers, the 5 seed, are 9-11 on the season, averaging 63.7 points per game on offense, while allowing 67.2 on defense. South Pemiscot Bulldogs, the 4th seed, 11-3 on the season, averaging 63.9 on offense and allowing 51.9 on defense. A similar offense, maybe a little bit different on the defense, so we'll see what's the deciding factor in this one. These two teams did meet back in middle of December, right before the Christmas break, I assume, on December 12th. And South Pemiscot, a 4-point lead, or 4-point win in that ball game, 61-57. So these two teams have met already in the season. They've already seen each other, know what they're up against in this one. So we will take probably our final pregame break here, and when we come back, we'll get ready for our final varsity matchup of the evening for you. 4 seed South Pemiscot, 5 seed Caruthersville coming up next.
Caruthersville, Missouri, the home of the best in small-town living, is also home to the Caruthersville Tigers, and the city of Caruthersville encourages you to attend all Tiger games this year. Follow the team all season long on Pollock Radio and on our Facebook Live video streams. Good luck, Tigers, from Mayor Sue Grantham, council members Johnny Hood, Luther Robinson, Leanne Fales, Paul Glass, J.J. Bullington, Don Grable, Jimmy Lyons, Jennifer Spence, City Clerk Takella Moten, and the employees of the city of Caruthersville.
Cameron Bunting Parker, your District 150 Missouri State Representative, is a supporter of high school academics and sports throughout the region. She takes this opportunity to salute all area teams. As your District 150 State Representative, Cameron Bunting Parker wants to hear your views and your concerns. She's proud to serve the people of Southeast Missouri at the state capitol as your voice in Jefferson City. Good luck to all area teams from Cameron Bunting Parker, your Missouri State Representative for District 150. Paid for by the committee to elect Cameron Bunting Parker, Philip A. Santi, Treasurer.
It's all about connections. Who you work with matters, who you trust, and the people who trust you. We're all part of something greater. Because when you succeed, we all do. We're a part of a community. We understand that everything you do matters, and we're all connected. The Bank of Missouri. Live well, bank well.
Good luck to all area teams from Danny Glass, your Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Co-op Director for District 1. Danny Glass knows that participating in high school sports plays a huge role in developing the leaders of tomorrow. That's why Danny Glass is glad to help boost high school sports in this area as a sports booster. Again, good luck to all area high school teams from Danny Glass, your Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Co-op Director for District 1.
Remember when Marcia Brady got nailed with a football? Oops. Well, at JP Ford, the only thing hitting hard is 0 down payment deals.
The Ford F-150 has available Pro Power on board. It lets you power what you need and get work done almost anywhere.
Mom always said, don't play ball in the house.
The City of Steele supports South Pemiscot High School and is proud to recognize the players and coaches of this year's South Pemiscot Bulldog teams. Mayor Jacob Mitchell, Alderman Mike McCord, Brandon Jones, Mike Gaines, and Mark Weathers, along with City Clerk Rami Whistle and Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield, along with the other elected officials and employees of the City of Steele, pause to extend congratulations to all. Best of luck to the South Pemiscot Bulldogs from the City of Steele, Missouri.
If disaster strikes, what would happen to your business? Let the professional team at Ellington Insurance make sure you're covered. Ellington Insurance offers a wide range of services from group and property insurance to commercial general liability, business auto, small business and workers' comp from companies you trust like Philadelphia, Liberty Mutual, Columbia, and Travelers. Ellington Insurance understands the needs of local businesses because they're one too. Contact them today and get covered in Portageville and Caruthersville or online at ellingtoninsurance.com.
At Sonic Drive-In in Caruthersville, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1233 West 3rd Street in Caruthersville.
And welcome back once again. Bootheel Conference Tournament coverage for you right here on Pollock Broadcasting Stations. Sports Radio KMIS AM and FM, and Classic Hits KCRV on the FM side on the radio dial. And I believe all three of our Pollock Broadcasting streaming platforms, KTMO, KMIS, and KCRV. So plenty of opportunities for you to follow the action here from the Bootheel Conference Tournament. We will have the varsity games for you on Tuesday night, and then all three championship games for you on the live stream on Thursday. This team's headed over to their benches. About a minute and 15 seconds left on the clock before we get started in this one. Real quick, next week's schedule. On Monday, it's the girls playing in their semifinal round. That is 1-seed Portageville taking on 4-seed Hayti at 5 o'clock on Monday. And 6-seed Holcomb taking on 2-seed Malden, 6:30 on Monday. We will not have the live stream of those, but we will be back on Tuesday night for the varsity game. But before the varsity games on Tuesday, the JV boys will play. So those matchups are set now. 1-seed South Pemiscot taking on 5-seed Senath Hornersville at 3:30. And 2-seed Hayti taking on 3-seed Caruthersville at 4:45 in the JV bracket on Tuesday. We'll talk about the varsity boys bracket on Tuesday here in just a moment. So we get our starting five for each team. First starter for the Tigers is sophomore Charles Tillman. Then senior Sammy Bryant. Sophomore DJ Foster. Junior Marion Rogers. And rounding it out, senior Quantarius McVeigh. For the South Pemiscot Bulldogs, junior Ty Campbell. Then it's junior Marius Mayberry. Senior Robert Farmer. Senior Parker Carlisle. And number 23, senior Logan Southern. Tigers coached by head coach Lamont Bale, assistant coach Noel Billings. And South Pemiscot Bulldogs head coached by Travis Day, assistant coach Landis Boyd. Coach Boyd has been there a long time. I'm sure he's seen a lot of head coaches there at South Pemiscot, as he has been a mainstay for the Bulldogs for a long time now. Voice is a little hoarse today, so if I do cut out, don't worry about it. It's not anything buffering on you. It's just my voice buffering on me is what it's doing. So varsity boys playing on Tuesday. There's a 6 o'clock game and 7:15 game. We'll have both of those for you, and we'll talk about those throughout the broadcast. We get ready for our opening tip-off here. Rogers squaring off against Campbell, mid-court here. There's the whistle, the toss, and Campbell concedes. Let's Rogers have it, and the Tigers will start with the basketball. Drummond Tillman will run the offense here for the Tigers. Ends it off to Sammy Bryant. Bryant now will hand it off to Foster. Foster trying to get around Marius Mayberry, but that's not working. Bryant now will try to run. Runs the baseline up and in off the glass for 2. Tigers take a 2-0 lead to start things off. Full court press here, and the Bulldogs luckily getting through it there. Southern gets it off of a tip in the front court. He'll give it to Farmer, and Farmer run the offense for the Bulldogs here. Campbell on the right side, now Carlisle. Southern baseline jumper no good, and McVeigh with the strong rebound for Caruthersville. Back the other way with it. Gives it to Foster. Foster puts it up and in, 2. 4-0 lead here for the Tigers. Campbell off the pass, gets it in the front court to Carlisle. And Logan Southern plants the feet, gets ready to go up for the shot, and he is fouled. Tillman picking up the foul, his first, team's first. On the floor, so no shots here. And Mayberry will take it out. Inbounds to Campbell in the lane. He puts it up and in, too strong off the glass, and Rogers with the rebound. Out front to Sammy Bryant. He lays it in nice and easy. A 6-0 run for the Tigers here to start things off. Carlisle on the inbound. Give it to Campbell in the front court. Campbell now picks up the dribble. Looking for Mayberry running the lane, and we're going to have a foul, I believe. On the Tigers once again. That's the second foul on Tillman here very quickly. And we're going to have a substitution as Tillman's going to check out, and Maury Benson check in for the Tigers. Bulldogs have it on the baseline. Carlisle off the inbound, puts it up and in for 2. 6-2 the lead for the Tigers. Bryant quickly into the front court, up and in off the glass. Tigers offense so fast they get down the court very quickly. Full court pressure by the Tigers, but Bulldogs get in the front court. Parker Carlisle knocking one down from the corner for 3. 8-5 the lead. Carlisle with all 5 of the Bulldogs' points so far. Benson to Rogers. Now to Foster. Back to Benson. Benson on the right wing will give way to Quantarius McVeigh. He'll run the offense. McVeigh driving. That shot's partially blocked by Carlisle, and Southern comes out with it. Out front to Farmer. Farmer driving. He'll draw the foul. As they count the basket, making sure it wasn't on the floor here. That's the 3rd team foul for the Tigers as Amari Benson picks up his first foul. So count the basket for Robert Farmer, and he's at the line for the traditional 3-point play. Oh, bounces in and out there. Carlisle flying in with a rebound. Put back, no good. And he draws the foul going up for this one. He'll go to the line. 8-7 now. The lead for the Tigers. Carlisle could put the Bulldogs ahead with a couple of free throws here. Perry Jones with the call on our first 2 varsity games for you today, but now running our camera for us. Carlisle's first shot is up and in. Second shot from Carlisle. Bounces around and kicks away. We're tied at 8. Tigers back on the offense here. Rogers loses the handle on it, and we'll draw the foul. Nice sportsmanship there from Robert Farmer, helping him up off the floor. See who that was. That was Mayberry picking up the foul. Mayberry and Farmer in the vicinity. Didn't know who was going to pick it up there. Rogers off the inbound in the corner, trying to get around Logan Southern now. Pushes in, and the shot will count. He'll go to the line for a bonus opportunity. Logan Southern picking up his first. Tigers with the lead again. 10-8 now. One shot from Rogers. Up. And that's short. And Campbell the rebound. Out front to Farmer. Farmer trying to use that speed. Step back 3 here. That's off the mark. And Foster the rebound for the Tigers. McVeigh with it on the left wing. Stolen away by Campbell here. Clean steal there. He's going to try to take it all the way to the hoop, but he'll be fouled on the other end. 4-team foul for the Tigers, and we're less than 3 minutes in our opening quarter here. The scoreboard showing that is the 5th-team fouls. Marion Rogers picked up one that I missed, so we are shooting free throws here. Ty Campbell at the line for 2. Misses the first one. Second one from Campbell. That one misses as well. McVeigh the rebound. Bringing up the floor, met by Farmer. Midcourt. Is it to Foster in the corner. He'll bring it back up top. Hands it off to Sammy Bryant. Sammy Bryant driving all the way to the hoop. That's blocked by Campbell. Carlisle comes out with it. He'll give it to Campbell. Let Campbell bring it up floor. Now across to Farmer. Back to Campbell. Cross court. Carlisle, but stolen by DJ Foster. Foster through the double team. Nice move there by DJ Foster to put it up and in for 2. 4-point lead for the Tigers, but an outlet pass to Southern makes it a 2-point game once again. He lays it up and in. As I said, these teams know each other, and they've already played close once this year, so this could be a barn burner to close things out today. We've already had some really good games in this opening round here from the Bootheel Conference Tournament. Benson with it now to Rogers. Rogers, a spin move, pushes in, and that is number 2. We're going to have a flop called, I believe, on Logan Southern here. It's a flop warning on Logan Southern. Didn't used to see that. That's something new you're seeing now. All I'm going to say is thank you, NBA, for teaching these kids that.
Do they put them in the penalty box like in hockey? 2 minutes.
Yeah. I think their second warning, it's actually a foul, I believe is what it is. So. Farmer with the shot. That's off the mark. Southern tries to save it, but steps out of bounds first. So Tigers basketball. 3:58 to go in the first. They lead it 14-10. We had a feeling these two teams were going to be fast-paced back and forth, and they have been. Perry may wear the bearing out on our tripod on this one, going back and forth so fast here. Rogers with it now, top of the key, pushes in. Floater off the glass, bangs around there and kicks out. Ty Campbell the rebound, out front to Robert Farmer. One to beat is Benson, and he lays it in for 2. 2-point lead for the Tigers. Foster gives way to McVeigh. McVeigh for 3. That's off the mark. Rogers with the rebound. Coach Day wanting to push off there, and now there's going to be a technical foul called, I think, on Coach Day because I think he made contact with a basketball out there is maybe what he's calling it for. Sammy Bryan will be at the line to shoot the shots here. 3:24 left to go in the first. And makes the first one. 7 points for Sammy Bryan here in the opening frame. Next one up. That one's off the marks. He splits the free throws. 3-point lead for the Tigers. 15-12 as they will inbound. Also after the free throws. Technical foul. 3:24 to go here in the first. Benson will take the inbound. Picked up by Farmer. Gives it to Bryant in the corner. That's blocked. Southern got a clean block on that one, but it comes down the hands of Marion Rogers. He kicks it up top to McVeigh. Benson for 3. That's short. And Campbell the rebound for the Bulldogs. Trying to get around Sammy Bryant and come up the floor. Campbell going to take it all the way. A wild shot is up, and it misses. McVeigh out front to Sammy Bryant. He'll pull up for 3. And that is off the mark. Robert Farmer with the rebound. Up the floor. Has 2 defenders to beat. Loses a handle on it, but Mayberry picks it up. Gives it to Campbell, and Campbell will reset the offense. Midcourt. Hands it off to Mayberry now. Mayberry kicks it to Farmer. Farmer draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That's Benson picking up his second foul. 2 players for the Tigers already with 2 fouls in the ball game. Sharman Tillman, who came out of the ball game. Mari Benson went in. Now Benson has picked up 2. One of the officials talking something over with the scorekeeper's table here. We have these free throws from Robert Farmer. 2:32 left to go in the first. Tigers out front, 15-12. I think there was a question on the fouls. So they didn't add the technical foul for the Bulldogs onto the scoreboard. Make sure that it was in the book there. First shot from Farmer's off the mark, no good. And the Bulldogs currently 1 of 6 from the charity stripe. Tigers not much better so far, 1 of 3. Splits those as he makes the second one. Farmer now with 5 points here in the first quarter. McVeigh on the wing, driving, lost it, picked it back up. Rogers the rebound, puts it back up. That doesn't fall. Bryant with the putback this time. It rolls around and falls in. Sammy Bryant 9 points here in the opening frame. 17-13 the lead for the Tigers. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Farmer draws the foul on the floor. Just driving in. This time it's DJ Foster picking up his first foul. It's Donzel Foster on the roster, but he goes by DJ. First shot this time from Farmer is up and in. Foul was on the floor, but with 5 fouls, he's at the line again. He makes both of them this time. I guess I encouraged him by saying that they were not shooting very well from the free throw line. Tigers within the front court now. Cross court to Sammy Bryant. Running the baseline, a little floater. That doesn't go. Southern strong rebound for the Bulldogs. Out front to Farmer. And Rogers hustling in with the basketball on the ground. Rogers to McVeigh. McVeigh up and in off the glass. That's Quan's first points in the ball game. 4-point lead for the Tigers, 19-15. Bulldogs with it now, trying to slow things down. It's Bryce Robinson in the ball game for the Bulldogs. Mayberry with a shot that's no good. Rogers with it. Bullet pass in the front court to McVeigh. He runs in, and he'll get called for the charge. Love the sportsmanship. Bulldogs help him up off the floor. Campbell back in the ball game. Southern will check out this time. He gets a much needed break after taking that charge. Farmer will take the inbound and bring it up the floor. 1:10 to go here in the first. 4-point lead for the Tigers, 19-15. Mayberry on the right side. Into Robinson now. Picks up the dribble, gives it back to Mayberry. He'll put up the wild shot for 3, no good. Follows the shot in. No, that's actually Robinson following in. Now Carlisle from the corner, and he knocks it down for 3. Parker Carlisle now with 9 points for the Bulldogs here in the first quarter, and it's a 1-point ball game. DJ Foster with it running the baseline. Nice move, but the shot is no good off the glass. Mayberry comes out with it. Up the floor to Farmer. Farmer's shot is blocked by McVeigh, and he'll get called for the foul, his second here in the early going. And Farmer will be at the line for 2. Tiger fans do not like the call, so I'm sure you can hear it on our live broadcast. And Farmer knocks down the first one. After missing his first 2 attempts, he has made 4 in a row from the free throw line. Tied at 19 now. He can put the Bulldogs ahead with this one. And he does after it bounced around and took a very cliffhanger type bounce there. Tigers within the front court. Less than 30 seconds to go here in the first now. And this time, Bulldogs will commit the foul. Thought they had a clean steal there. Parker Carlisle tried to pick his pocket and got too much contact there. His first foul, team's 4th here in the first quarter. 24.6 seconds left in the first as the Bulldogs lead it 20-19. He's on Taylor's inbound pass, looking for McVeigh, is off the mark. Farmer out front to Carlisle. That's up and in for 2. Carlisle in double digits already with 11 for the Bulldogs. Taylor to Rogers. To McVeigh now on the wing. McVeigh drives, was looking for Taylor, goes out of bounds. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs, and they'll inbound with 6 seconds left here in the first. They lead it 22-19. Trailed the entire first quarter until the final few seconds here. Farmer, Carlisle for 3 from the corner, drains it as time expires here in the first. Carlisle, 14 points here in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs lead it 25-19 as we go to the second. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter. Bulldogs will start with the basketball, leading 25-19 after Parker Carlisle drains a three from the corner just before time expired. And the young man already has 14 points in the ballgame. Mayberry with it now. We'll hand it to Farmer up top of the key. Farmer sees an opening in the lane, and he'll draw the foul on the floor this time. That is Charmin Tillman back in the ball game, picking up his third. Farmer takes the inbound in the corner. He'll dribble up in between the circles and start the offense for the Bulldogs. Campbell trying to set a screen, but doesn't know where he needs to go. Step back jumper is good from the free throw line for Robert Farmer. He's now in double digits with 11. 8-point lead now for the Bulldogs. No-look bullet pass from Tillman to McVeigh, who finishes it off. That was a thing of beauty right there. Bulldogs back the other way now, leading by 6. Campbell with it now, met by McVeigh. Campbell almost loses a handle on it, now looking for help. Hands it off to Farmer. Farmer sees a wide-open shot to the lane. Wild shot, no good, but he'll go to the line for 2. And he collides either with a cheerleader or the wall over there. He went flying across the floor. Sammy Bryant picking up that foul. That is Sammy's second foul. First shot from Farmer. It is in there. I really must have hurt his feelings when I said he missed his first 2, because he has been on point since. Next one's up, and that one's in there. Back to an 8-point lead for the Bulldogs, 29-21. Bootheel Conference Tournament action, our final varsity game for you of the day. Sammy Bryant for 3, a high arching shot, no good. Tipped around, Campbell comes out with it for the Bulldogs. Out front to Farmer, trying to get around McVeigh. Shot is no good, gets the rebound. Jumper no good. Campbell flying in with the rebound for the Bulldogs. But stolen away. Sammy Bryant out front trying to get around Robinson. And does as he finishes it off. Again, one of those thriller bounces. Didn't know if it was going to go in or not. Sammy Bryant, the first Tiger player in double digits. He has 11. 6-point lead for the Bulldogs, 29-23. Robinson driving in. That shot bounces around. Doesn't fall. Rogers with another rebound for the Tigers. Tillman takes the feed from Sammy Bryant and drives in. Puts it up and in for 2. His first points of the game. Cuts it to 4 points now, the lead for the Bulldogs. Tigers some man-to-man defense here. Backcourt, that is. Robinson driving to the hoop. This shot's going to go in. Tillman takes the inbound. We'll give it to Rogers. Trap set it midcourt there. Gets it back to Tillman. He gets in the front court. Foster to McVeigh on the baseline. McVeigh nice and easy off the glass. 6 points now for McVeigh as he's coming alive here in the second. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. 31-27. Campbell taking it all the way to the hoop. Finger roll doesn't go as Campbell cannot get one to fall. Tigers back the other way with it as Tillman has it now. Tillman going to drive all the way with it, and he puts it up in there with a floater. We have a timeout taken by the Bulldogs as it's just a 2-point lead now, 31-29 in favor of South Pemiscot. Tigers surging, 5:10 left in the second. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Call Jay Ward or Jack Giles in Portageville at 573-379-3461.
5:10 left in the second quarter in what has already been a fast-paced, high-octane game so far. Multiple players in double digits collectively for both teams. But Bulldogs clinging to a 2-point lead now, 31-29. Campbell will inbound for the Bulldogs. Gets it into Mayberry. Mayberry in the front court with it. And smothered by Sammy Bryant. Mayberry driving, gives it to, who's that? Caden Berry into the ball game. Puts it up and in for two, makes it a 4-point lead. Foster with it to McVeigh. Now Bryant. Bryant drives, shot, up and in. Sammy Bryant doing what he does. Mayberry has it, but he'll hand it off to Campbell. Slowing things down, setting up the offense here. And Campbell was looking for Southern. Southern was making a cut. 2-on-1 as McVeigh up and in off the glass. We are tied up at 33. 4:24 left in the first half. Mayberry will draw the foul here. See who's picking that up. I believe it might be Sammy Bryan. Yes, it is. That is his third. Sammy Bryan and Sherman Tillman each with 3 fouls for the Tigers. Still a lot of basketball left to play. Campbell and Robinson out. Farmer and Carlisle back in the ball game for the Bulldogs. Mayberry will inbound. Gets it to Carlisle. Carlisle will hand it off to Southern. Southern off the glass for 2. Bulldogs with the lead once again. Rogers taking it all the way, but he'll draw the foul, block foul here. Again, love to see the sportsmanship. Barry helps him up off the floor. And the Tigers will inbound from the baseline here. Rogers takes it, shot up and in. 6 points for Rogers in the ball game. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half, tied at 35 here. Mayberry going coast to coast with it after the inbound. Doesn't get the shot to fall. Barry's putback doesn't fall. He somehow gets it again after it bounces around, and we're going to have a foul called on the Tigers. Their 4th here in the second quarter. And Caden Berry will be at the line, the junior for the Bulldogs. First opportunity from the charity stripe. It was Demarion Rogers picking up his second foul. Berry's first free throw is off the mark. So we are still tied. Second opportunity up. That one's off the mark as well. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound this time. Parker Carlisle is going to pick up that foul for the Bulldogs. Second team foul here in the second quarter. And that is Parker's second foul in the ballgame. Tigers will inbound from the baseline, go length of the floor here. Bulldogs with some pressure here, but Rogers gets it on the feed, and it bounces around and kicks out. How did that not go in? Carlisle with the rebound, and will hand it off to Farmer. Farmer will bring it up the floor. We are still tied at 35. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. Farmer drives. That shot is blocked. Taylor with the rebound, then he has it stripped out. Goes out of bounds. Tigers basketball, though, to inbound. Taylor gets it in to McVeigh. McVeigh will give it back to Taylor. He'll give it back to McVeigh. For Rogers in the lane. That's up and in for 2. Timeout called this time by the Tigers. 3:11 left to go in the first half as they lead it now, 37-35. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics the same way we've supported our customers in the community for 85 years. Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the basketball court and in your field.
Welcome back. 3:11 left to go here in the first half. Tigers lead this one 37-35 for the Bulldogs. Tigers led most of the first quarter until the Bulldogs pulled ahead. Final seconds of the first, and then Tigers have trailed majority of this second quarter up until now, until they took the lead. On that last shot, Bulldogs will inbound. So Mayberry will bring it up the floor. And the Tigers have too many players on the floor, and we're going to have a technical foul against the Tigers here. One too many out there. And at the line will be Parker Carlisle shooting a couple of free throws here. And the first one misses. Carlisle now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. That one's up and in as he splits them. 15 points now. Carlisle here in the first half. 14 of those in the first quarter. That's his first point here in the second with 3:06 left to go. 37-36, the lead for the Tigers. Mayberry inbounds to Carlisle. Southern now in the low post. Struggling. Gets separation there. He puts it up and in. Good effort there by Logan Southern. Stay with it. Keep at it. Bryant with it down the front court. He is double teamed by Carlisle and Barry. Foster with the pass in the corner. It was high. He passes it to McVeigh, who lays it in. McVeigh now in double digits with 10 points. Farmer with it right wing now. And he'll dribble up near midcourt. Give everybody a chance to reset on the offense. Now gives it to Mayberry. Mayberry top of the key. Southern with it on the wing. Back to Mayberry up top. Mayberry a pass to Southern in the corner. Gives it to Farmer. Farmer thought about the three. Was looking for Carlisle in the lane. Tipped out. Saved by the Tigers, but then Bulldogs come out with it. Farmer jumper from the free throw line. This one's off the mark, and we're going to have a foul this time on Caden Berry, I believe, of the Bulldogs. Third team foul here in the second quarter. Ty Campbell will check back in. Berry will check out. It's Berry's first foul in the ball game. Just under 2 minutes to go now in the first half. Tigers lead it 39-38. Tillman with the inbound, gives it to McVeigh, gives it back to Tillman. Tillman going to take it all the way, but now stolen away by the Bulldogs. Campbell will take it, and he'll bring it up the floor. Carlisle with it on the wing. Carlisle driving. Nice dish to Campbell on the baseline, and loses the handle on it. Goes out of bounds. That pass was blistered in there. Campbell had a little trouble handling it. Tigers inbound as Tillman takes it. To Foster on the right side. Cross court to McVeigh. Now Bryant in the corner. Quick release three and knocks it down. Nothing but net. Sammy Bryant now 16 points in the ball game, leading all scorers at this point. Campbell with it up near midcourt. Now we'll give it to Mayberry. 4-point lead now for the Tigers. 42-38 as the ball keeps getting tipped around. Now McVeigh out of the pack with it. And McVeigh will get called for the charge. He was trying to get a handle on the basketball and ran right over Robert Farmer. That's quite a bit of a size difference there between McVeigh and Farmer as well. So I know Farmer felt that one. Less than a minute to go now here in the first half. 42-38, the lead for the Tigers. Mayberry with it up top. trying to run the offense. McVay, some pressure. Now he'll pick up the dribble, so he'll pass it off to Farmer. Farmer now directing traffic. Gives it back to Mayberry. Mayberry driving to the hoop. Wild shot, no good. Rogers the rebound once again for the Tigers. I've not been keeping up with him, but I'm sure he is in double digits on rebounds already. McVay with it on the left wing. Sammy Bryant in the corner. Run the baseline. Shot up off the glass. Too strong. Tillman the putback for two. 6-point lead for the Tigers now. Farmer drives, has his pocket picked, and Campbell comes out with it. Sammy Bryant. An effort to get it and falls down. Another foul called against the Tigers, and the Tiger fans and Coach Bell are not liking it. Mr. Marion Rogers picking up his third. 4 Tiger players, each with 3 fouls each. And they are all on the floor right now. Sharman Tillman, Sammy Bryant, Marion Rogers, and Quan McVay are the 5 starters for the Tigers. First shot this time from Farmer is a miss from the free throw line. First time he has missed in the last 8 shots. Second one is up, and it's short off the front of the rim. Rogers gets it in midcourt. Sammy Bryant, long 3 off the mark. Southern tips it in the back court. The half-court shot is heaved, but it's a light, and it'll be no good. We go to the half. Tigers 44, Bulldogs 38. We'll take a halftime break and come back and look at the breakdown for each team right after this.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
At Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, convenience is more than just a catchy word. It's what they're all about. Carmack never closes and is always open with convenience items including hot foods, sandwiches, and grocery items, plus a complete stock of beverages. Carmack is just off the interstate and is your source for Shell gas and diesel fuel. Never mind the time of day or night, because Carmack Shell and Convenience Store is always open and conveniently located right off I-55 at Exit 1. Look for the giant American flag. Carmack, one of your high school sports boosters.
The Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center can provide the training you need for an entry-level position in today's advanced technical career fields. They'll help you get ahead with classes in automotive technology, ag building structures and construction trades, restaurant management, health occupations, industrial electronics, plus welding technology. All programs are backed by on-campus support and testing services. For information, call 359-2601 and get on the road to success with Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center. Call 359-2601. The city of Hayti supports the Hayti Indians, and they're glad to help sponsor Indian sports on this Pollock Broadcasting Station. Mayor Lisa Green, Mayor Pro Tem Wendell Lockridge, Alderman Paul Shekel, Derek Jackson, and Rick Hall, along with City Clerk Carla J. Laws, City Marshal David Macklin, and all city employees, congratulate the coaches, players, and fans of the Hayti Indians and encourage you to attend the games. Good luck, Indians, from the city of Hayti.
Hill Electric and HVAC has been serving Pemiscot and adjoining counties for many years and is proud to offer the complete line of Trane heating and air conditioning products for home and commercial use. Hill Electric and HVAC is also your dealer of Generac generators for those times when the power goes off, with the service and parts to keep everything running smoothly. It's Hill Electric and HVAC, a Caruthersville Tiger booster. Good luck, Tigers, from Hill Electric and HVAC, 1501 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, 333-4364.
Pemiscot County Prosecuting Attorney Steve Horton is seeking re-election in the August 4th Republican primary. Steve Horton joined the office as assistant prosecutor in 2018 and was formally elected prosecuting attorney in 2022. His wife, Lisa, is the daughter of Raymond and Ann Tanner of Wardell. If re-elected, Steve Horton will continue working to uphold the law and serve all the citizens. On August 4th, please re-elect Steve Horton, your Pemiscot County prosecuting attorney. Steve Horton, no politics, just the law. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Steve Horton, Raymond Tanner, treasurer.
Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Good luck to the South Pemiscot Bulldogs from the South Pemiscot R5 School District. Superintendent Glenn Carter, Board President Lance Crawford, Vice President Nojai McDaniel, Treasurer David Green, and Board members Stephen Stubblefield, Jessica Carr, Dustin Crawford, and Carrie Reinhardt join in sending their best wishes. Go Bulldogs from the students, faculty, staff, and administration at the South Pemiscot R5 School District in Steele, Missouri.
Welcome back once again to the Bootheel Conference Tournament here from Senath Hornersville High School in Senath, Missouri. And our final game here in the boys varsity bracket is our final game for day one. A long, long day of basketball here in day one of the Bootheel Conference Tournament. I will run through the brackets for each division here in just a moment. But right now, the Tigers leading the Bulldogs 44-38 here at the halfway point. The Bulldogs led 25-19 after one. But the Tigers 25-13 run in the second take the lead and have it here at the half, 44-38. Looking at the breakdown for each team, starting with the Caruthersville Tigers. Sharman Tillman, 6 points for the Tigers. Sammy Bryant leading all scores with 16 in the first half. DJ Foster has 4. Marion Rogers has 8. Quan McVeigh also in double digits with 10 for the Tigers in the first half. Tigers definitely have been a little foul happy in the first half as they played very aggressively. 4 players, 4 of the 5 starters actually, with 3 fouls each. That is Tillman, Bryant, Rogers, and McVeigh. Amari Benson and DJ Foster each with 1 foul apiece. Actually, I think Amari Benson has 2 because I forgot to mark 1 down for him. Amari Benson with 2 and DJ Foster with 1. Tigers 15, like that's 16 total fouls in the first half. So they did unfortunately get a technical for having 6 players on the floor as well. For the South Pemiscot Bulldogs, only 6 total fouls for 7 total fouls for them as a team as they got a technical earlier. That was attributed to Coach Day, I believe, because he was on the floor and the basketball coming out of bounds hit him, I believe is what it was. It didn't look like it was because he was jawing at a ref or anything like that. I didn't see any conversation being made there. But the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, Parker Carlisle, he had a phenomenal first quarter. 14 points in the first quarter, but only 1 in the second. So he has 15 in the first half. Robert Farmer in double digits right behind him with 13. Then Caden Berry, Bryce Robinson each with 2, and Logan Southern with 6 for the Bulldogs. From the free throw line, the Tigers only 3 opportunities. They are 1 of 3. Bulldogs 9 of 19. Majority of those opportunities have been for Robert Farmer. He's 7 of 11 from the charity stripe in the first half. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as we will take our final halftime break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for the third quarter.
But on the athletic field as well. By participating in high school sports, our student athletes learn how to be fit, how to win, and how to practice the principles of good sportsmanship. Commissioner Vaughn Meredith is proud of these young people and the great job they're doing in representing their schools. Best wishes and good luck to all area teams from your District 2 Pemiscot County Commissioner, the Honorable Vaughn Meredith of Caruthersville.
Caruthersville, Missouri, the home of the best in small-town living, is also home to the Caruthersville Tigers, and the city of Caruthersville encourages you to attend all Tiger games this year. Follow the team all season long on Pollock Radio and on our Facebook Live video streams. Good luck, Tigers, from Mayor Sue Grantham, council members Johnny Hood, Luther Robinson, Leanne Fales, Paul Glass, J.J. Bullington, Don Grable, Jimmy Lyons, Jennifer Spence, City Clerk Takella Moten, and the employees of the city of Caruthersville.
Cameron Bunting Parker, your District 150 Missouri State Representative, is a supporter of high school academics and sports throughout the region. She takes this opportunity to salute all area teams. As your District 150 State Representative, Cameron Bunting Parker wants to hear your views and your concerns. She's proud to serve the people of Southeast Missouri at the state capitol as your voice in Jefferson City. Good luck to all area teams from Cameron Bunting Parker, your Missouri State Representative for District 150. Paid for by the committee to elect Cameron Bunting Parker, Philip A. Santi, Treasurer.
It's all about connections. Who you work with matters. Who you trust and the people who trust you. We're all part of something greater. Because when you succeed, we all do. We're a part of a community. We understand that everything you do matters, and we're all connected. The Bank of Missouri. Live well, bank well.
Welcome back as we start the second half. Tigers out front 44-38 over the Bulldogs. Tigers the 5 seed, the Bulldogs the 4 seed. As I mentioned earlier, met already this season, and the South Pemiscot Bulldogs with the victory over the Tigers, 61-57. The way they've been scoring, we are set to exceed both of those totals on both sides of the basketball, but who knows what the final score is going to be in this one. Tigers will start with the basketball here in the second half, leading by 6. Tillman takes it in the backcourt. Now McVeigh on the wing. Foster in the corner, hands it off to Bryant. Back up top to Tillman. Bryant for 3 from the right side this time. That's short off the rim, but Marion Rogers there for another rebound. Bryant drives after the feed this time and puts it up and in. Extends the lead for the Tigers. They lead by 8 now. Campbell gives it to Mayberry. Mayberry sees a path to the rim. Shot is no good as he leaves it a little short. Rogers out front to Bryant. Bryant lays it in nice and easy. 20 points. Sammy Bryant in the ball game now. Those quick 4 points here in the third quarter. It's a 10-point lead for the Tigers. Farmer crosses into the front court, gives it off to Mayberry. Mayberry trying to get around Bryant. Gives it back to Farmer on the left wing. Farmer looking for Carlisle in the corner. Quick release 3, no good. Takes a high bounce off the backboard and hits the support, so now we're going to have a whistle called. And it'll turn it over to the Tigers. Just over a minute off the clock here in the third. Tigers keeping up that fast-paced offense they love. They lead it by 10 now. Tillman looking for somebody in the lane on the baseline. Tillman is very accurate on that no-look pass, I have to say. He fired in there in a hurry. Farmer will take the inbound and bring it up the floor, run the offense for the Bulldogs here. So they trail by 10, 48-38. Mayberry pulls up on the wing. Southern looking for Campbell on the baseline. But the Tigers come out with it. Tillman out front, drive, shot up and in. Tillman now with 8 points in the game. Farmer quickly up the floor. See if he's thinking coast to coast. Now we'll pull up and give it to Mayberry. Mayberry driving in. Looking for a quick pass to Campbell. Ball tipped around, struggle for it. Now Carlisle wide open for 3 from the wing and knocks it down for 3. 18 points in the game for Carlisle. What a 9-point lead for the Tigers. 50-41 as McVeigh drives, spin move, baseline jumper is good, and he draws the foul. Foul attributed to Carlisle, I believe. That's his third in the ball game. First here in the second half. In terms of McVeigh with 12 points in the game now. Can convert a traditional three-point play here if he can make the free throw. And he cannot as it rolls in and out. No Tigers on the lane as they all headed down the court. Tigers up by 11 now, 52-41. Mayberry again running the offense. Tigers in the zone here. Looking for Southern on the low post, but the Tigers knocking it away. But Farmer with the steal, now Bryant with the steal. Back and forth, Bryant driving all the way and puts it up and in. Sammy Bryant clicking, and the Tigers another steal. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Tigers as DJ Foster with the effort on the floor to snag it. 5:27 left in the third. Tigers lead this one 54-41. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Good luck to all area teams from Danny Glass, your Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Co-op Director for District 1. Danny Glass knows that participating in high school sports plays a huge role in developing the leaders of tomorrow. That's why Danny Glass is glad to help boost high school sports in this area as a sports booster. Again, good luck to all area high school teams from Danny Glass, your Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Co-op Director for District 1.
Welcome back once again. 5:27 left in the third quarter. Tigers taking the timeout after a great effort by DJ Foster. Snag the basketball. Secure possession for the Tigers. They lead it by 13, 54-41. In a back and forth first half. They led it by 6 at the half, but have been on a tear here in the second. Sammy Bryant releases for 3. That's off the mark this time. And who else but Demarion Rogers tipping it around and trying to pull down the rebound. Multiple tips, but it did look like Demarion Rogers touched it last. Coach Bell, of course, wanted to call the other way. Farmer on the inbound will bring it up the floor. They'll look to Robinson on the baseline. And underneath the go, can't get it to go, but gets it back and puts it up and in. Bryce Robinson has 4 points in the game now. Bryant, a good move there. That shot tipped in the air possibly by Campbell, and a foul. On the Bulldogs. And that will be on Marius Mayberry. His second in the ball game. Team second here in the third. Tigers will inbound from the baseline. McVeigh will take it out. Inbound goes to Bryant. Now up top to Tillman. Tillman backs up near midcourt. Now directs traffic, telling everybody where to go. Southern there to guard him. Looking for Rogers in the lane. Now a little punch out there to Mayberry. A wild shot, but it goes. How he got that ball away, and it went up and in, I have no idea. Good effort there from Mayberry. His first points in the game. Cuts the lead to 9, 54-45 as Sammy Bryant gets called for the travel. That'll turn it over to the Bulldogs. 4:21 left in the third. Bulldogs led after 1. Tigers led at the half. Lead it here. So who knows what could happen here. This thing has been swinging back and forth. Mayberry on the right wing. Looking for Campbell in the corner. Almost stolen by Foster. And was trying to throw it off of Foster to keep it inbound. But now I believe Campbell's going to pick up his first foul. Team's third here in the third quarter. Tigers are playing very aggressive in the first half. Multiple players in potential foul trouble, but they have played a clean game so far here in the second half. Hopefully I didn't just give them the broadcaster's jinx there by saying that. But McVeigh with it on the right wing. He is smothered by Carlisle and Farmer. Now trapped in the corner on Bryant. McVeigh will get called for the travel, going to the floor with the basketball. And Campbell and Carlisle both help him up off the floor. One thing I do love to see is good sportsmanship in these ball games. Emotions can run high, especially in a game like this where these teams have already played close once and they know each other very well. So always good to see the good sportsmanship. It's Coach House there. Jason House, South Pemiscot, cleaning up a little liquid on the floor there. He's getting involved as well. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. 3:46 left to go in the third. So we will take a quick timeout as well with the Tigers leading 54-45. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Remember when Marcia Brady got nailed with a football? Oops. Well, at JP Ford, the only thing hitting hard is 0 down payment deals.
The Ford F-150 has available Pro Power on board. It lets you power what you need and get work done almost anywhere.
Mom always said, don't play ball in the house.
Welcome back. Third quarter action here in our final game of this first day of the Bootheel Conference Tournament. Tigers lead the Bulldogs 54-45. Jokingly saying that Coach Jason House from South Pem has been waiting to use that big floor squeegee, so he's standing about 6 feet away from it down there. Bulldogs will inbound. Farmer takes in the backcourt. And we'll run the offense here for South Pem. Bulldogs almost look like they do not know what play they're running out here. They're just kind of scattered. Mayberry now looking for Robinson, but that ball's tipped out. DJ Foster comes out with it. That ball slapped up in the air by Campbell. Campbell comes down with it somehow. Carlisle for 3. That's in and out. Doesn't go. Foster with the rebound this time. Was looking for Rogers. Robinson puts it up and in, though, off the feed. Cuts the lead to 7. Tillman now to Rogers. Gives it to Foster in the front court. Back to Rogers near midcourt. Tillman at the free throw line. Foster on the wing. He'll back up, give it to Tillman. Back to Foster on the wing. Bryant down the corner. Bryant driving baseline. Floater, no good. And once again to Marion Rogers. Rebound, then has it stripped away by Mayberry. Mayberry in the front court with it. Cross court to Carlisle. Now Farmer running the baseline. Runs into Rogers. Hands it off to Mayberry. Puts it up and in for 2. And then we have a timeout taken by the Tigers. 2:39 left to go in the third. As the Bulldogs have cut it to a 5-point lead. Tigers lead at 54-49. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The City of Steele supports South Pemiscot High School and is proud to recognize the players and coaches of this year's South Pemiscot Bulldog teams. Mayor Jacob Mitchell, Alderman Mike McCord, Brandon Jones, Mike Gaines, and Mark Weathers, along with City Clerk Rami Whistle and Chief of Police Billy Joe Stanfield, along with the other elected officials and employees of the City of Steele, pause to extend congratulations to all. Best of luck to the South Pemiscot Bulldogs from the City of Steele, Missouri.
If disaster strikes, what would happen to your business? Let the professional team at Ellington Insurance make sure you're covered. Ellington Insurance offers a wide range of services from group and property insurance to commercial general liability, business auto, small business and workers' comp from companies you trust like Philadelphia, Liberty Mutual, Columbia, and Travelers. Ellington Insurance understands the needs of local businesses because they're one too. Contact them today and get covered in Portageville and Caruthersville or online at ellingtoninsurance.com.
And welcome back once again. 2:39 left to go in the third. It's Tigers inbound, leading by 5 now, 54-49. Led by as much as 13. The Bulldogs have cut into that. For an 8-0 run here. Bryan with it in the corner, back up top to Tillman. Tillman smothered by Farmer, has his pocket pick. But now struggle for the basketball on the floor, and we'll have jump ball. Good effort there by Campbell and Tillman. Trying to secure it for their team. It'll be South Pemiscot basketball in alternating possessions. And Farmer will take the inbound, bring it up the floor. Farmer now driving around the right side, looking for Campbell on the baseline. It is tipped out of bounds by Foster. State Bulldogs basketball, this time inbounding from the short end of the court. Farmer for 3 from the corner. That is short. But Mayberry, bullet pass to Campbell in the lane. He puts it up and in. And we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on the Tigers as well. That will be Quantarius McVeigh picking up his 4th foul in the ball game. That is the first foul for the Tigers here. So they were getting called for fouls left and right in the first half, but that is the first foul for the Tigers here in the second half with 1:59 to go here in the third. 6 minutes and 1 second for fouls called. So McVeigh will check out as Taylor checks back in. Ty Campbell's shot was good. That's his first points in the game, but he's at the free throw line now. For the and 1. Can't get it to fall as he's 0 for 3 from the free throw line. But just a 3-point lead now for the Tigers, 54-51. Told you earlier, this game's already been swinging back and forth, and that's what it's doing again. Another bullet pass from Tillman, tipped out this time by the Bulldogs. He's looking for Taylor in the lane. Rogers takes it in the corner on the inbound. Now looking for help. Gives it up top to Foster. Foster now. Quick pass to Taylor. Can't handle that one. So it goes out of bounds off the Tigers. Taylor tried to get it. Ran about 3 rows up into the stand before he stopped. Bulldogs here. Trailing by 3. 1:34 left to go in the third. Back up top to Mayberry. Tigers in a 2-3 zone here. Mayberry trying to get around Taylor, but he'll give it back to Farmer. Farmer driving. Looking for Robinson on the low post. But Foster comes out with it. Gives it out front to Bryant. Bryant can't get the shot to fall, but we're going to count it. Going to have goaltending, I believe. on the Bulldogs. Waiting to see. Yes, they will. I believe those points will be attributed to Sammy Bryant. 5-point lead. Once again, 56-51 this time as we approach a minute to go here in the third. Final varsity game of the night here. Farmer with it on the left side. Now to Carlisle up top. Back to Farmer on the wing. We'll try to make something happen, but he's cut off by Foster. We'll give it back to Carlisle. Carlisle, a long three-point here, and he knocks it down. Carlisle, 21 points. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs, and just a 2-point lead for the Tigers now. And this one knocked out of bounds by Robert Farmer. Farmer, I think, is listed as 5'10" on the roster, but he can get up there with the 6'6"ers. This kid's got some ups. Sammy Bryant drives, shot up and in off the glass. 10 points in the quarter, 26 in the ball game for Sammy. Tigers with the steal. Nice move behind the back to Tillman. Feeds to Sammy Bryant. He puts it up and in. 6-point lead now for the Tigers. Final seconds here in the third quarter. Campbell driving, pulls up, baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. And Tillman comes out of the pack with it, loses the basketball as he tripped. He's going to put a floater up and in the lane. And Sammy steals it away on the inbound. That's no good. Carlisle heaves it and hits the backboard. Didn't miss it by much there, but we'll go to the fourth quarter. Tigers lead 62-54 over the Bulldogs. Fourth quarter coming up after this.
At Sonic Drive-In in Caruthersville, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1233 West 3rd Street in Caruthersville.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Welcome back. Final frame in this one. Tigers lead at 62-54. And the Tigers will start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter, leading by 8. Like I said, it's been back and forth. Tigers led this one early on before the Bulldogs took the lead late in the first quarter. And the Tigers trailed most of the second until they took the lead. Held on at the half by 6. And then it's been Tigers with the lead in the second half the whole way. Bulldogs have made it close. Shot from Tillman is no good. Robinson, rebound out front to Mayberry. Waits. Actually, Faison strips it out as Mayberry was waiting for him to come down. Rogers spin move. Finger roll is up and in. Marion Rogers in double digits with 10 points now. Tigers a 10-point lead. Farmer kicks it out to Mayberry. Up top now to Campbell. Campbell cross court to Carlisle. Carlisle steps after the dribble. 3-point shot, no good. Robinson there. Carlisle. Wild shot, no good, but he'll draw the foul, and that'll be Faison Taylor picking up his first. Team's first here in the fourth. Parker Carlisle will be at the line for 2. Tigers a 10-point lead, 64-54. Carlisle's first shot is up and in. Carlisle 3 of 5 from the free throw line now. Mari Benson will check back into the ball game. Sherman Tillman will check out. And second shot is good. Rogers inbounds far into the floor. That's DJ Foster. Can't get it to go as the Tigers were looking for that. Bulldogs back the other way with it. Carlisle's shot is knocked away. Ball stripped out from Rogers, and Carlisle picks it up and puts it back up and in. Fast-paced action here. So fast, I think the scoreboard is having trouble keeping up here. And have a walk called or a travel called on to Marion Rogers. Tillman and McVeigh will check in as the Bulldogs will inbound. Tigers lead at 65-58, 6:53 left to go in this one. Tigers with the substitutions, waiting for the players to get off the floor here. Now it looks like they have the right amount. Mayberry will inbound to Farmer. Farmer now will bring it up the floor and has it stripped out. McVeigh comes out with it. McVeigh going coast to coast, up and in off the glass. And Foster has a muscle cramp or something going on as we have an official timeout here. Von McVeigh back in the ball game, puts up the 2 points. He's grabbing his lower leg here, so not exactly sure what's going on with DJ Foster as he's sitting on the sideline by the bench there. Mayberry will hand it off to Campbell. Campbell will start the offense. Now Carlisle up top of the key for 3. That's short. Taylor with the rebound for the Tigers. Out front to Rogers. Rogers now will sidestep, shot off the mark. Carlisle with the rebound. Trying to get it out front to Farmer. He'll take a seat in the lap of one of his teammates there. Could get to the basketball, but couldn't stay in bounds. Tigers will inbound here. 6:13 left in regulation. They lead it by 9, 67-58. As we've seen multiple times in this game, 9 points is nothing between these two teams. Taylor with it now on the wing drive. Shot from the lane. That bounces around and falls in. He's on Taylor. First points in the ball game. Makes an 11-point lead. Farmer driving. Now we'll pull up. Give it back up top to Mayberry. Mayberry run the offense. And a reach-in foul this time on Taylor. That's his second. Team second here in the fourth quarter. And the Tigers, 16 total fouls in the first half. They have 3 so far in the second half. Carlisle takes the inbound in the corner. Almost thrown away by Taylor. And Mayberry goes to the ground but keeps the dribble going, but the Bulldogs going to call a timeout here. 5:38 to go in the ball game. Tigers lead it 69-58. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Call Jay Ward or Jack Giles in Portageville at 573-379-3461.
Go.
And welcome back. Action underway right before we came back from break. Robert Farmer drives in. That is no good. And Taylor throwing up the hands, but definitely made contact with Robert Farmer across the noggin there. His third in the ball game. Team's third here in the fourth quarter, and Robert Farmer at the line for 2. 5:31 left in regulation. 69-58 the score. Waiting for a uniform adjustment here before we get these free throws underway. First one from Farmer is good. It's his first opportunity since, I believe, the second quarter. First points for Farmer since the first half. Second one is up, and that one's in, so it makes both of them there. 9-point lead now for the Tigers, 69-60. Tillman crosses into the front court. Drives, looking for Taylor on the low post. Struggle for the basketball. And the Bulldogs going to call a timeout. Preserve the possession there. Robinson had it on the floor. And we'll take a timeout as well. 5:20 left to go in the ball game. Tigers lead it 69-60. We'll be back after this.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics the same way we've supported our customers and the community for 85 years. Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the basketball court and in your field.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
Welcome back. Action underway just before we came back from break. A shot from Robert Farmer misses. Rogers with the rebound for the Tigers, and now they're headed back the other way. Tillman from up top of the key knocks down the three. Big three-pointer there from Sharman Tillman. Stretches it to a 12-point lead for the Tigers. Campbell from the wing for three. That's short off the front of the rim. Farmer rebound from the free throw line this time. Bounces around, no good. McVeigh with the rebound for the Tigers. Racing to the other end of the floor. Shot no good, but he'll go to the line. 4-2. That is Robinson picking up his first by my count. That is correct. That's what the scoreboard shows. First foul for South Pemiscot here in the fourth quarter. McVeigh at the line for two. 0 for 1 so far in the ballgame. And makes the first one. 15 points for McVeigh. He steps to the line for the second one. This one's up, and it's good. 2 for 3 from the free throw line now. 16 points in the ballgame. 14-point lead for the Tigers. Farmer with it on the wing. And Rogers is going for the steal, and he'll get called for the foul. Reach in. That's his fourth in the ballgame. Team's fourth here in the fourth quarter. And the Bulldogs will have it from the baseline. Mayberry looking to inbound. Looking to get it up top, but Sammy Bryant picks it off. He will pull up. Tillman has it top of the key here. Coach Bell telling him to slow down. Looking for McVeigh running in. Nice feed on the baseline to Taylor. Good awareness there for McVeigh. 4 points for Taylor. 16-point lead for the Tigers. Carlisle drive, shot from the elbow. That is in there for two. Parker Carlisle adds to his point total. 27. Carlisle in the ball game. Rogers with it in the front court for the Tigers. Man by Campbell, cross court to Sammy Bryant. Pressure now from Robinson. Sammy Bryant dribbles around the screen, floater from the lane, and get called for the charge. Robert Farmer, second time. He's stood there and took the charge. Sammy Bryant's fourth foul. Bryant, Rogers, and McVeigh, each with 4 fouls for the Tigers here. Team's fifth foul here in the fourth quarter. Farmer will take the inbound and bring it up the floor for the Bulldogs. 3:40 going regulation. Tigers up by 14, 76-62. Campbell's shot is short. Campbell can't seem to get a shot to fall, it seems like. Tillman driving and loses it. Taylor will draw the foul. Mayberry will get called for it. His third, team second here in the fourth quarter, and Faison Taylor will go to the line for two. First shot from Taylor. He is in there. That's his first free throw attempt. Makes good on it. We'll have one more. Logan Southern into the ball game as Robinson checks out for the Bulldogs. Second shot from Taylor on the way. That one floats in as well. 16-point lead for the Tigers once again, 78-62. Shot misses from Mayberry. Tipped out by Rogers, but Southern comes up with it. Driving, but he'll kick it to Campbell. Ball goes out of bounds off of McVeigh, who got a hand out. Bulldogs basketball to inbound. Carlisle standing right where he needs to. Campbell takes it top. Carlisle now driving. Pulls out on the wing. Back up top to Campbell. Campbell driving. Finger roll. That won't fall. Campbell can't believe it either. Pass out front to Bryant. Bryant's shot is off the mark this time. Robert Farmer has it coming back the other way. He'll pull up on the wing. Everybody catch up so we can survey it. Mayberry's wild three-point shot is no good. And Tillman has it now. Coach Bell telling Tillman, slow down. Don't really have to do anything here. 2:25 and counting in the ball game as the Tigers are out front by 16 here. Rogers drives, though. Floater no good. Goes off the backboard. McVeigh with the three up top. That's off the mark. Bulldogs rebound. Coach Bell shaking his head like we didn't need that. Carlisle will dribble up back up top. Dribbles around, drives all the way around. That's too strong off the backboard. Southern jumper from the lane. That's good for two for Logan Southern. Mayberry will throw it off of Rogers as he goes out of bounds. Jay Foster looks like he is better, whatever was ailing him earlier, as he's going to check back in. Bulldogs will inbound on the sideline. Campbell's shot for three. That's good. He finally knocks one down as Campbell has not been able to hit it today. Southern tips it away, but Rogers comes out with it. Out front to Foster. Foster the feed to Sammy Brown, who puts it up and in. Adds to his point total. He now has 30 in the ball game. Campbell now trying to get around Bryant. Mayberry with it now. We'll give it back to Campbell. Campbell another long three. This one's off the front of the rim. Southern the rebound. Back to Campbell for three. A little too strong off the back of the iron this time. Foster with it out front. Foster going coast to coast with it. Shot is no good, but he'll go to the line for two. That's Logan Southern picking up the foul. We'll wait, make sure it's official. That is correct. Only a second in the ball game. Team's third here in the fourth. Tigers out front 80-67, 117 left in regulation here. It's DJ Foster at the line for two. And makes the first one. As Perry Jones said earlier, used all of the rim for that one. It hit every point on the rim, I think, on that shot. Second shot from Foster is short off the rim. Mayberry will get it and hands it off to Farmer. Farmer driving all the way to the hoop. They give him free rein to do so as he lays it in nice and easy. Approaching 1 minute to go. Tigers up by 12, 81-69. Just trying to hold off the Bulldogs here. Bulldogs looking to trap in midcourt. Tillman, a no-look pass. Again, I think it had some mustard on it, as they say, as it went out of bounds. Bulldogs basketball to inbound here, trailing by 12. 57 seconds to go. Mayberry on the inbound. Bulldogs need to get in a hurry here. Mayberry will drive, shot up and in. Good for two for Marius Mayberry. Cuts the lead to 10. Foster with it on the inbound. Now we'll give it to Rogers. Rogers still in the back court. Now gets in the front court. Has it tipped, and McVeigh comes out with it. Tillman with it in the corner now. Cross court to Foster as Tigers now looking to just play keep away here. Cross court once again to Tillman. And a foul on the Bulldogs here. That's their fourth. That is Demarius Mayberry's fourth as well. Nope, that's his fifth. I missed one in there for Demarius. He's out of the ball game with 28.8 seconds left here in the fourth. Robinson checks in his place. as the Tigers will inbound. 28.8 seconds left, leading by 10. 81-71. Tillman takes it on the inbound. He'll draw the foul, and that'll be the 5th team foul for the Bulldogs. So the Tigers going to the line, and it's Charmin Tillman. Has not been at the free throw line this evening. Take a look at those girls and JV boys brackets and the varsity boys bracket as far as what games are going to be played next Monday and Tuesday. What games we will bring you here in our Pollock Broadcasting Group stations and on our live stream. Tillman sinks them both. He has 16 in the ball game. Tigers have a 12-point lead. Long three-point shot from Carlisle. Misses, and the Tigers will inbound. Tillman will take it to backcourt, gives it to Rogers. Bulldogs going to back up. Coach Day saying don't foul, just let them run it out. And the Tigers getting their win back from that December matchup as they'll win this one. Waiting for the final seconds to click off. 83-71, our final score in this one. We will take our final break here from day one of this Bootheel Conference Tournament here from Senath Hornersville and come back and wrap it up right after this.
At Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, convenience is more than just a catchy word. It's what they're all about. Carmack never closes and is always open with convenience items including hot foods, sandwiches, and grocery items, plus a complete stock of beverages. Carmack is just off the interstate and is your source for Shell gas and diesel fuel. Never mind the time of day or night, because Carmack Shell and Convenience Store is always open and conveniently located right off I-55 at Exit 1. Look for the giant American flag. Carmack, one of your high school sports boosters.
The Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center can provide the training you need for an entry-level position in today's advanced technical career fields. They'll help you get ahead with classes in automotive technology, ag building structures and construction trades, restaurant management, health occupations, industrial electronics, plus welding technology. All programs are backed by on-campus support and testing services. For information, call 359-2601 and get on the road to success with Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center. Call 359-2601.
The city of Hayti supports the Hayti Indians, and they're glad to help sponsor Indian sports on this Pollock Broadcasting station. Mayor Lisa Green, Mayor Pro Tem Wendell Lockridge, Alderman Paul Shekel, Derek Jackson, and Rick Hall, along with City Clerk Carla J. Laws, City Marshal David Macklin, and all city employees, congratulate the coaches, players, and fans of the Hayti Indians and encourage you to attend the games. Good luck, Indians, from the city of Hayti.
Hill Electric and HVAC has been serving Pemiscot and adjoining counties for many years and is proud to offer the complete line of Trane heating and air conditioning products for home and commercial use. Hill Electric and HVAC is also your dealer of Generac generators for those times when the power goes off, with the service and parts to keep everything running smoothly. It's Hill Electric and HVAC, a Caruthersville Tiger booster. Good luck, Tigers, from Hill Electric and HVAC, 1501 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville, 333-4364.
And welcome back one more time here to Senath Hornersville High School here in Senath, Missouri. Day one of this Bootheel Conference Tournament. As we wrap it up here, our final game was a bit of a barn burner, I guess you could say. Back and forth action, and definitely our highest scoring game on both sides of the day, as the Tigers hold off the Bulldogs 83-71 to win this one and advance. We'll look at the breakdown of each team, and then we'll look at those brackets for next week before we get out of here. For the Crowsville Tigers, Faison Taylor finished with 6 points. Charmin Tillman finished in double digits with 16. Sammy Bryant leading all scorers with 30 in the ball game. DJ Foster finished with 5. Demarion Rogers finished in double digits with 10. Quan McVeigh also in double digits with 16 for the Tigers. Tigers shooting 8 of 12 from the free throw line overall after shooting 1 of 3 in the first half. So a 75%. Check that. That's 66%. I'll get my math right here in a minute, maybe. For the South Pemiscot Bulldogs, leading scorer was Parker Carlisle. He had 14 points in the first quarter, then cooled off for a little bit and finished with 27 overall for the Bulldogs. Robert Farner finished in double digits with 17. Then Logan Southern finished with 8. Bryce Robinson with 8. Damaris Mayberry, who fouled out with 28.8 seconds left in the ball game, finished with 6. Ty Campbell finished with 5 as Ty was throwing up shots but just could not get him to fall in this ball game. Caden Berry finished with 2 for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs shooting just over 50% from the line, 13 of 24 as they had 19 opportunities in the first half, not quite as many in the second half, but did make good on his 4 of those 5 that they got in the second half. So again, the Tigers move on, so we will take a look at the brackets. We'll start with the girls' bracket for Monday. On Monday, in the first game at 5 o'clock, it is 1 seed Portageville taking on 4 seed Hayti. At 6:30 on Monday, it is 2 seed Malden against 6 seed Holcomb. We will not have the broadcast for those games. In the JV boys bracket on Tuesday, at 3:30, it's 1 seed South Pemiscot taking on 5 seed Senath Hornersville, the gracious host for this tournament. Again, that's at 3:30 on Tuesday. At 4:45 on Tuesday, the first of 2 Caruthersville Hayti matchups. 2 seed Hayti taking on 3 seed Caruthersville in the JV boys bracket at 4:45. And then at 6 o'clock, it is 1 seed Hayti and 5 seed Caruthersville in the varsity boys bracket. 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Then at 7:15 on Tuesday, it'll be 2 seed Malden, 3 seed Senath Hornersville. And we will have the broadcast of the 2 varsity games on Tuesday at 6 o'clock and 7:15. So our next broadcast will be 1 seed Hayti and 5 seed Caruthersville at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, followed by 2 seed Malden, 3 seed Senath Hornersville, 7:15 on Tuesday. Then we will have all 3 championship games starting at 4:30 on Thursday. 4:30 for the JV boys bracket. That's the championship game. 6 o'clock on next Thursday for the girls bracket championship. And the varsity boys will finish it out at 7:30 next Thursday for their championship game. And we will have all 3 of those games for you. Do want to thank you for tuning in, whether it be on the radio or on our live video stream. We always appreciate it. The ones that do tune in, we want to thank our sponsors making it possible to bring you coverage of the Bootheel Conference Tournament. Thanks to Perry Jones for calling the first couple of games for us today, and then also running our camera and our scoreboard.
A lot of good games today, Paul.
A lot of good games. That's what we were talking about earlier. Is a lot of times on opening day is a lot of blowouts and things like that. We had one game that wasn't close, and the rest of them were fairly close the rest of the way out. So a good first day of a tournament here in all 3 brackets. So going to be exciting for the next matchups as well. We want to thank Tad Jones, as always, for doing his magic on the back end of things. How he keeps up with all our video equipment and all the stuff he does is just mind-boggling. But thanks, Tad. Thanks to Monty Lyons getting us on the station, back at the radio station. And until next week, Paul Glass for Pollock Broadcasting. Be safe, be blessed, and be kind to one another.
This has been Pollock Broadcasting's live coverage of the Bootheel Conference Basketball Tournament. Title sponsors for our broadcast include Baker Implement Company, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, NEA Baptist Hospital, and Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Tournament sponsors include the City of Hayti, Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Pemiscot County Special School District, the City of Caruthersville, District 150 State Representative Cameron Bunting Parker, the Bank of Missouri, South Pemiscot R5 School District, Southern Bank, JP Ford Nissan in Blytheville, First State Bank and Trust, Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Director Danny Glass, District 2 Pemiscot County Commissioner Bon Meredith, Hill Electric in Caruthersville, Pemiscot County Prosecuting Attorney Steve Horton, and by Viserion Grain. Team sponsors include the City of Steele, the City of Portageville, Ellington Insurance Company, McDonald's, the Campbell School District, Farmers Union Gin, Nutrient Ag Solutions in Senath, 4-Way Gin, Moss Electric, Senath State Bank, the Senath Hornersville Schools, and by Sonic Drive-In. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.